Now it's a party with ping pong.
Team, we need to pass the ball quicker.
Much quicker.
And you need to make sure.
Need to.
I'm the coach.
And I'm the assistant coach.
No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water?
I've got it, coach.
The Chris and Charles Merry Money Mania loan promotion. This Christmas, borrow big and win bigger. Get $1.5 million or $2 million in loans at special reduced rates, plus a chance to win your share of $1 million. And new customers get double entries. The promotion runs from October 15 and is now extended to January 30, 2026. Visit any Chris and Charles branch or chrisandcharles.com for details. Chris and Charles, making life merry again. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Hello from Kingston, Jamaica. This is CVM News for Saturday, December 20, 2025. It will be a very, very shortened package. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Curlin Brown. Power restoration efforts are being intensified across Western Jamaica as JPS moves to fast-track its drive to get power back to 90% of homes before year-end. Energy Minister Darrell Vaz says additional crews and equipment have been deployed. Javoni Hamilton reports.
The Jamaica Public Service is intensifying electricity restoration efforts in Western Jamaica, deploying 300 overseas line workers along with specialized equipment. Energy Minister Darrell Vaz says the expanded workforce will allow several crews to operate simultaneously with the aim of restoring about 90% of customers by mid-January.
Through strengthened local and international partnerships, an additional 300 overseas line workers from North America are being deployed, supported by specialized vehicles and equipment. I'm happy to announce the first 100 linesmen arrived yesterday, December 15th, and a further 100 will follow tomorrow, December 17th, and the final contingent of 100 will just arrive just before Christmas.
He notes that restoration is now 84% island-wide, with significant improvements expected by Christmas.
So far, the key wins following Hurricane Melissa include approximately 84% of JPS customers being restored as of Monday, December 15th, 6 weeks. This represents one of the fastest large-scale post-hurricane restoration efforts Jamaica has ever seen, given the severity and the geographic spread of the damage.
Javoni Hamilton, CVM News.
Motorists traveling along the Maypen to Williamsfield corridor can soon expect a significantly improved driving experience. This new section of the highway will be officially launched on Monday, December 27, with operators promising what they describe as a first-world roadway, supported by 24-hour patrols and consistent maintenance. Now, to sustain the services, a toll rate structure will be implemented at both the mainline toll plaza and the ramp toll plaza. Class 1 vehicles will pay $470 with a T-tag and $480 without. Class 2 vehicles will pay $700 with a T-tag and $720 without. And Class 3 vehicles, they will pay $1,400 with or without a T-tag. Now, the new toll rates will take effect on December 27. Farmers impacted by the passage of Hurricane Melissa, who are customers of the National Irrigation Commission, are benefiting from a bill write-off through to the end of December. Meanwhile, the food basket parishes will not be worse off going forward, as all interested parties worked prudently prior to and after the hurricane to achieve best results.
Post-Hurricane Melissa and many government agencies are still in recovery mode. The delivery of services impacted and customers doing their best to cope. NIC officials say their restoration efforts are 98% complete, adding that the impact on infrastructure was minimal based on strategies employed to safeguard assets. Farmers heavily reliant on the services of the National Irrigation Commission And as the relief effort in Western Jamaica continue, there is much focus placed on the breadbasket areas of St. Elizabeth and northern and southern Trelawney.
We would have started to distribute free, non-potable water to our farmers from day one. And this is not only assisting farmers, but it's also assisting the communities, because we know the NWC pumps, some of them remain down, and we're trucking water. So that is something that is very big for us, and we would have gone into the communities, we would have observed these, and we're seeing that the residents, they're forever grateful.
We do drainage in the St. Elizabeth area. We actually have 3 pieces of equipment that are there. 2 of them are operational now because the area that they were working in was not flooded, but 1 piece is still inaccessible. And had we not been doing work in the drainage area, areas like Santa Cruz, Middle Quarters, those areas would be flooded. But because of the work that we have been doing, those areas were not significantly impacted, although there is still water in the area.
Farmers described as resilient and proactive ahead of the hurricane as they reportedly minimized losses where possible.
Hurricane Melissa was the Tuesday, and on the Wednesday we were back in the field searching for our drip hoses, trying to get the seedlings that we would have saved, and they're in the field. So some of our farmers, they're preparing actually to harvest later this month, early January. So we're seeing the recovery on the ground. Over in Trelawney as well, we're seeing the recovery. The farmers, they're back out. Some of them tell us that even before Hurricane Melissa made landfall, they were already putting seedlings in their tray to go back in the field.
Farmers taking full advantage of the various reprieve initiatives to ease the financial burdens being experienced. The NIC also cashing in on the online payment facilities.
Another very important relief that we provided was what is called a debt moratorium. So whatever the balances that were owed by these affected customers at the end of October, we gave them a 3-month period of November, December, and January to pay those balances, because we knew they needed some financial breathing space. The other thing we also implemented was a billing write-off to give them further assistance financially, and this billing write-off entailed whatever the bill for current usage was for November and December, we are going to write off those corresponding monies on each customer's account so as to give them some more space to operate in the affected areas.
The NIC, through the Ministry of Agriculture, has received funding to procure an additional generators to the tune of just over $107 million, which we are actually in the process now of procuring, because we do have 2 systems that are still out. The Holland estate, where we have some customers, a few customers that are still not receiving water, and Clarkstown in Trelawney, where we also are unable to operate that system. But we have a truck in that area that we collect water and still truck to our customers.
And so far, we're confident that we will continue to provide effective and efficient service to the farmers, to work with them so that soon and very soon they will be able to restore their farming activities and production, and they will be able to be financially secure.
For CVM News, I'm Damon Phillips.
And the newscast will continue with sports. Ronaldo Adams is standing by.
Good evening and welcome to Sports. I am Ronaldo Adams. Santa Cruz and St. Elizabeth were granted an early Christmas present as St. Elizabeth Technical High School won the prestigious Issa Da Costa Cup trophy at the National Stadium on Saturday. Stets defeated Glenmuir in an enthralling penalty shootout. It was a cagey affair from the first whistle, and that reflected in the 0-0 scoreline at full time. Stets were also reduced to 10 men following their red card, which then made their night even more daunting. Nonetheless, this is their first Da Costa Cup since 2015 and their 6th title overall. We will have all the highlights in Sunday's sportscast. Until then, St. Elizabeth can smile a little, especially following the havoc wreaked by Hurricane Melissa. Meanwhile, in the curtain raiser, Clarendon College came out victorious in the Battle of the CCs to capture the Ben Francis Knockout Trophy 2-1 over Cornwall College. Let's check out those highlights.
Done it in their existence, and it was a game that brought it all. This is how it started. Rampasol initial shot was blocked, and Nair Anderson was there to follow up in the 11th minute, and that sent Clarendon College 1-0 up early on in the game. It was a fantastic run by Romain Rampasol, and the save by Carlisle Tingling, who was fantastic all day. They pulled back the equalizer. 5 minutes later, this beauty of a goal from Mackay Foster meant that is how it would stay at half-time. That didn't stop the opportunities. This was a fantastic double save from Carlisle Tingling. The first shot initially by Rashawn Sterling, and the follow-up saved by Hales. Rampasol in the second half attempted again to get things forward, but a lovely display of defensive work there between Deshaun Talbert and Khalid Fraser meant that they were able to hold on for quite a bit.